step forward.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? This is another episode of the Then and Out podcast, the live show. I have my brother Luce V to my right and brother Ethan Murphy to my left. How y'all doing today?
Doing good. I just love, one of my favorite things has become the kerfuffles and weird things that happen between me and Charlie with shows. It's always, and today we just had it where it's like, Otis and I saw the clock that said, it definitively said for us 10 seconds. It had 100% said for him, for Charlie, 5 seconds. So it's almost like the powers that be are trying to damn us or curse us already, which ties in beautifully to today's topic. You see what I did there?
Yes, exactly. We're tying into the damned, and we're getting into these ghost stories and poltergeist and all that fun possession stuff.
Yes, sir.
I guess we'll just start off with our favorite one as far as movie goes, or just any content in general. We'll kick it off with Age Before Beauty. Ethan, what is your favorite, I guess, poltergeist haunting movie content that you enjoy? That's the first thing that pops into your head.
Okay, so the first thing that pops into my head as far as ghost content that's really fun is the first thing I saw as a kid that I could handle, which is actually Ghostbusters 1. And I know you gotta remember, I'm old. I am the then of then and now. And so for me, Ghostbusters, I remember in 1985 when I saw that at home, that movie having like hellhounds chasing after Rick Moranis, having Sigourney Weaver fly over her bed, having Zool chant stuff with a flat top, and having a giant Mars. That stuff scared me, but I loved it. It was fun. So that's my brain always defaults to Ghostbusters 1. I think of actual just the word ghosts. And I love the animated series. Otis knows this. Otis, I'm sure he watched it at least once.
Wait. Is it Ghostbusters animated series?
Yeah. They called it the real Ghostbusters. There was a couple like knockoffs, but there was the one that was the real Ghostbusters, which is based off of the movie, which is great. And Otis saw it too. So it was that's my brain goes there first and foremost.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's funny because like I was gonna say that if you didn't, my first introduction to Ghostbusters was that animated series. So when I saw the movie, it's a kids movie to me. So like, just completely different perspectives on on that movie.
Yeah, it is kid friendly enough because it's one of those. It's that age old Don Bluth saying where you can pretty much show a kid anything as long as it has a happy enough ending they can handle it. And Ghostbusters does that. There's not like a high body count. The main Ghostbusters themselves are,
even though if you really think about it, there should be, because when the Michelin Man is just thumping through that city, it was like people die.
Oh, people die. Yeah. We don't see it. Let me rephrase. We don't see casualties. There are casualties. We don't see them. It's kind of like the Dune. We don't see the blood really, but there's definitely blood. Sorry, I just went to throw a Dune punch in there real quick.
You still got the PTSD from that?
I was playing around, but so it was definitely Ghostbusters was a bizarre, perfect blend of horror and fun. However, it took both of those serious. When they were in the you've seen the Ghostbusters before, right, Dev? I know you're 12 years old. Okay, so but the
14.
But the opening scene is in a library, and that librarian. That moment is genuinely scary. The way they do it, it's like this is genuinely creepy, and it still holds. It's. I'm not saying you're gonna tremble behind the sheets, but I mean they play it legitimately. Like, oh my gosh, this is a weird apparition. Yeah, this is the apparition, and even though the people themselves, the characters are like kind of fun, the apparition is taken seriously enough, and it works. They blend the fun and the comedy with the horror enough that a kid can appreciate it, and most audiences can too. That's how it worked, I think.
Right. All right, well, I guess we're getting my big brother to my right. Otis, which I know, I already know what it is. We talked about it already, but what is yours? Your horror movie? For the fans.
My favorite of this category is definitely Sinister, the original Sinister.
Title card.
Man, the first time I saw that movie in theaters, well, it was a bunch of my friends. It was in college. Most of my friends, we went to see it. We all ended up staying in one dorm that day because nobody wanted to split up. That shit I'm sorry. That movie messed us up pretty bad. That movie, yeah, that was tough.
You were college sleep. Y'all were that scared in college?
Yes, it was. Yeah. It's the lawnmower scene, man.
That's
the
what I know.
Scene.
I'm right there with you, Brody. I'm right there with you.
Because it was just so fast. It was like, all right, just one lawn, whatever.
It's also the idea that you see. It's like it's building towards something, and you're seeing Ethan Hawke watch like what's going on. I know something's gonna happen. I don't know what it is, and you're like, where are the people? As your brain registers, where are the people? You then suddenly see a face with his mouth gagged, looking up, like shaking his head, no, and then the lawnmower. It's oh god. So it just works so well. It works so well.
And that movie does a fantastic job of building tension, like between the eerie music and then sometimes just the general lack of music. You just be like, what's happening? And then it's just there. And it's like one of the earlier scenes of the movie, when Ethan was looking on his computer and he had a picture of Bagul on him, and it turned. I was like, whoa! But it was, I don't know. It was just it was a good experience, man. Like, it's rare that you see a movie that builds up that type of tension.
Well, earns it too. It earns it. Yeah. We all know. I think all three of us here aren't the biggest fans, or we think that jump scares in themselves can be a bit inherently cheap. It's like a quick little jump, and with a quick little music cue, it's like, okay, we get it. You're doing that kind of stuff. But in Sinister, in the movie that Dev's gonna bring up later on, they don't do that at all. What they will do is they will literally let the character just exist in the world, walk around, and the bizarrely supernatural thing will kind of like be around there watching them, and there's no music, to the point where if you're not paying attention, you might miss it. And that's kind of how that's even creepier. It's like, oh my gosh, these things are just here. They could be anywhere. Too bad. Get over it. So it's that. I just love that so much. That movie did a great job.
It's like you are in their domain, not the other way around.
You are in their domain. Yeah, they are allowing you to live by choice, which is even creepier. Yeah.
Right. Well, I think there's like a handful of jump scares in Sinister, right? I remember,
there were a bunch of them. Yeah, but
they're earned. There's not like music. There's not like a music cue that it's more like this is a real thing. I mean, there are some music cues in it. Yeah, there are some, but there are plenty that
aren't. It's a lot. Like, they'll have small thing happen, then big scare. Like it, and then between watching those crazy films of the previous victims, and then going into the jump scare, like they just it hits. They put them in at the right time. And
I think they said they do it like, for me when it comes to those horror movies, what I really prefer is you setting a tone before you give me a jump scare. I know the jump scares are gonna come in any horror movie, but like you said, with that movie in particular, like they show the old footage and you're setting like a tone of like eeriness, despair, all the evil, and then it builds up to the jump scare. It's not just like spamming you with them.
Mm-hmm. Right, 100%.
Cough, the Nun.
Yeah, the Nun was was there
even jump scares in that? I feel like it was more a lot of like built up and like seeing her in the background and then her not doing nothing. It's like, oh, there she is.
But when she showed up, it was supposed to be a jump scare. They just didn't do it right. Like, just there so often, it's like, okay, old lady, I'll see you later.
Right.
Like, you're a bunch of the character in the movie as everybody else is at that point.
Exactly. They were trying to they were trying to evoke Samara from The Ring, with the idea of it being kind of able to transcend mediums or go from a painting to reality, back and forth kind of thing, but it didn't do it in a way that was effective. Like the jump scare element of it kind of threw it off. Like when Samara jumps out of The Ring, it's like it carefully walks and then just walks to the TV. There's no like jump scare. There's no like you do jump back, but you're watching it unfold and there's no music cue. It just happens. It's like, hello, here we are. With the Nun, it was kind of like, hello, here I am. It wasn't quite the same vibe. That makes sense.
It's weird with that movie because it's like Valak started off like in that, I think it was the second Conjuring movie she was in. She was very she was intimidating. Like her makeup, she looked like dope. Like I was scared. I was usually like,
I agree. She was great in Conjuring too.
But the thing is, you only saw her like once or twice in that though.
Yeah.
Very brief. So
you don't see her a lot, and you're like, damn, she's scary. And then in Conjuring 2, when she's like the main character, when you get into the Nun, where you spam me with scares of her, she got less and less intimidating as the movie went on.
All right, that's like I'm used to you now. Howdy, partner. We're neighbors now.
Yeah,
Top of the morning.
That's the same deal with Jaws. I know
Top of the morning, top of the morning.
But the same idea with Jaws. I know that we're not doing Force of Natures right now, but that shark Bruce, the reason it's so effective is because we barely see it for the first 2/3 of the movie. We just see its tail, or its fin, and we just hear the music.
Bruce is intimidating because of the music. That's what it is.
Mainly it's music.
Wait.
It builds the dread.
His name's Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they named
anticlimactic shit. Is that?
Well, it's, I mean, not on screen, but the people that worked in the film, like Spielberg and his crew and everything, they had to address the shark as something. So they said, okay, we'll call him Bruce.
So great white shark, a great white name. That's crazy.
I mean, think about how many Bruces be out here like creeping up on people and hurting them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True. That's wild.
Got your Bruce Wayne's, got your Bruce, yeah. Bruce Timms, sure.
He probably did to somebody. I don't know.
100%. I would be surprised. He's a little guy with glasses. Of course, he's creeping on people all the time.
It's funny how they give the great white shark a great white name.
But you've seen Finding Nemo, right?
Bruce. Yeah.
I mean, they named that shark Bruce after an honor or homage of that Bruce. So I guess if he's a great white shark, great white name there too. So,
right. Yeah. Get into the movie I chose for this little segment. My part, obviously, I went with Hereditary. Hereditary is more so a possession movie throughout the whole thing. I love the thing with that movie. It's probably not a great trait about a lot of movies. Just some movies is bad, but there are a lot of things you can easily miss in that movie, and you don't notice until you go back.
Yes,
like the whole in the possession, they're showing you at certain points of when this person's being possessed or like a sign. Like I noticed when I went back and saw the different videos on it, whenever you saw like a glitter or like a shine, a light reflecting off of something, there was a sign that oh my gosh, was Payman. That was the demon's name, the demon lord. Whenever Payman's around, you saw the little flash, but you don't notice that in the first walkthrough. Payman. I think it's Payman. They say Payman in the movie.
Paimon.
I don't remember. I think it's P-A-I. Yeah, M-O-N. Yeah.
Because they do say it out loud, I believe, right?
They say Payman in the movie.
Yeah, I think they say.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
No, it's Payman.
I'm pretty sure it's Payman.
I mean, it's the same apparition. Yeah.
But yeah, him in general, he's wild because they went into detail about the lore, but I guess the name slipped up or whatever. Right. But in his lore, he's real big on decapitation, so that's an obvious thing to put in there. But then about him preferring males and all the I looked it up just to be sure. I don't know. Ask me where because then I have to click my search history. But I went through and found the different details about Payman and how it went back.
So it's based off a real?
He's a demon. He's a demon lord of hell. Apparently,
I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
He's been a boss in so many JRPGs, so many.
Damn,
a lot of.
I need to pay more attention. Okay.
Yeah, you said you get a lot of the same recurring demons and angels in all these movies.
Right on. That's dope. So I remember you were right. I saw it. I'll be honest. I only saw that one movie once in the theater with Ari, friend of the show Ari, and we were both so freaked out that after the movie ended, they actually did a whole little Q&A a little bit, and then her and I just sat there in the theater for as long as we could before they kicked us out because we didn't know what to do. We were just freaked out. So I haven't watched it again.
Who did a Q&A?
What they did was we saw this at an Alamo Draft House, and they did it where we saw an opening night or a premiere, whatever it was, and they had after they screened the movie, they screened essentially a live feed of a Q&A, I guess back to Hollywood or wherever. So we were able to watch it. We couldn't participate, but we could see it happening.
Oh, okay.
And we were allowed to watch it, so we just sat there watching it.
I'm gonna be sick
afterwards. Yeah, it's about a half hour or so that they did, but we just sat there. We were just we couldn't move. So I haven't seen it. I don't know that I could watch it again. I loved it, but it's not easy. Let me just put in this movie and Netflix and chill with this. No, that is not that kind of movie at all.
No, that's not a Netflix chill movie. No. That is I'm trying to scar the person next to the movie so they can clinch closer to me. Movie. That's what it is.
Right. It's a Netflix and divorce. Maybe I want you to leave
Netflix and divorce
ever. Right.
The thing with that movie to me is I feel like I like it more for the other stuff that's not the ghost stuff. In honesty, the acting of the mom,
Toni Collette.
She did an amazing job.
I'm still upset she didn't get an Oscar nomination for that.
Dude,
they don't nominate horror movies.
That's crazy to me, man. because it was like real. Like I felt bad for her. I'm like her screams, like you know, when you hear a lot of screaming in horror movies, it's kind of over the top. They're trying, like it sounds like they're trying to scream. She was in pain, like she was in pain, like lost a child pain. I was just like, Jesus, man.
Yeah, and the best part about it too, Soups, is that the most gut wrenching scream and cry and tears shed. We don't actually see the person doing it. We see the son. Spoilers for the movie, but the son is lying in bed, and we see it's like a pretty long, continuous shot on the son's face. Yeah. He's almost not even blinking his eyes. He's so freaked out. And then we hear in the distant background, once the mom realizes what's happened, we hear her crying, which is almost even more realistic and much more gut-wrenching because of that.
Yeah, that's one thing I'll give that movie. It was probably the most accurate depiction of like grief and loss.
That's the real horror is the grief.
When Homeboy killed his sister by accident, it's like, you don't really. That movie's old as hell. That's like what 3 to 4 years now. 2, 3. Sure. Yeah. That was before COVID. Yeah, that feels like an eternity ago.
In the before times. I know, right? It's all before COVID. Is that BC and AC? Yeah.
Right, but she
before COVID.
Before COVID. Low key, I'm gonna start doing that now. 2021 BC or AC. Yeah. But yeah, like when he did it, he was in shock. Like. When crazy traumatic things happen to people, I feel like the most common response is just you freeze. Like you don't really you don't get hella angry off rip. You're not really sad off rip. Those kind of emotions come later when but when you're processing stuff, like you're like him. He was just like, wow, I really did that, or she's really gone now. Like, yeah, I was like, damn, this acting is some chef's kiss. It was dope. But
I couldn't agree more. I did hear about how. The biggest thing was Toni Collette, and I forgot the young man she was acting with. The biggest scene in that movie is obviously the scene where essentially the whole movie's building up to her
at the dinner table.
Yeah, it's building up to her confronting him or opening up about the fact that she's upset with him or blames him for the loss of their daughter, of her daughter and his sister. Right. And from what I remember them talking about this was essentially that one scene was the hardest one for them to shoot, and they both had to get in the mindset of like basically she had to be genuinely upset, like in real life. She had to be so upset, not necessarily with him, but she had to be so upset that she was it was rage. It was just pure rage coming out spewing at him, and he pretty much had to get himself into the viewpoint of feeling overwhelmingly shitty and guilty, and so that's what to get that almost method acting, essentially, to have that kind of scene like that is far beyond what's normal in most horror genre films. So it's perfect. It was pitch perfect. Yeah, I have no complaints.
That's tough. Like I can't even imagine. Like if you told me right now, like Charlie, you get to be angry as fuck at Otis. Like you have to be enraged at Otis. I'm like, how do I go about that? Like,
yeah,
what do I hold on to like inspire pure rage? I don't
rage.
Know. Like if it's like a reflex for me, being angry like most people, but having to like inspire that emotion like that, I'm like I don't know.
I mean, from what I hear is just like you gotta think about a time that you were that feeling and like kind of like relive it basically, like
right.
But I have to be like,
which is exhausting.
To be a build up. That's a build up for me.
It is a build up. Yeah, and the thing is, I guess because also I don't know how many takes. Probably took a low amount of takes, but let's say it took them 3 takes. That's 3 takes.
Having to do that 3 times.
Right. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I couldn't imagine.
Life of an actor.
That's the life of an actor. And the fact that, again, Toni Collette, who's an amazing actress, wasn't even nominated for that. It's like, what are you doing? It blows my mind still. Whatever.
But Hereditary feels more like a psychological thriller than your typical, ghost movie to me.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
The ghost plot ghost is like a B plot, like a subplot, and like
yes, it is a B plot. It kind of comes in much later on in the movie. We realize, oh wait, this actually is part of the film. Mm-hmm. You almost could believe it's a dark drama for most of it. Yeah.
Getting into, I guess we'll split because I know we kind of combined 2 different topics today. We combined hauntings and poltergeist, I guess, attacks. We'll kind of split them up here and kind of we'll focus on the haunting side for now. What is it about a haunting movie for you guys that maybe you personally find intimidating or scary, or that you think fans and audience find scary?
That's a like question. I'll go ahead.
No. If you had something in mind, you can go.
Oh, okay.
No, but, what I think it is, obviously, people are inherently, I feel like, superstitious in general. Like, when you look at human nature in general, you always have to have something beyond the human realm as a cause or something. Like, whether you're into astrology, you're in the energy, you're crystals, you're a Christian, you're a Hindu, you're into Buddhism, you always have that something. So when you get into these movies of something that's very, you can obviously see where the possibility it's not real, but there is that possibility that it could be very real, off of whatever religion you're in. And because obviously I feel like everyone has had that feeling of like being watched or feeling something being in the room with you, or like, you know how that there's a meme that like when black folks be in the shower and you hear a noise and you pop out the shower curtain for like 5 hours, just you listening real hard. I sit there for a minute, I'm like, I know I heard somebody in my bathroom or in the kitchen, and you listening for a footstep or something, but you still butt naked. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I say all that to say, yeah, it's the fact that this could be something that could be very much so possible. Is a possibility of it being real, on top of the fiction in it.
I'll take it a step further, because that's actually what I was thinking too. It's relatable. That's the idea. Is that all of us, everywhere, at one time or another, have been like have questioned on some level. Am I alone? Is there something there? Is there something supernatural that I can't explain or define? What's going on here? Because in these movies that have hauntings, they're in the same scenario where they don't see these things at first. They think they might, but they still don't even see the apparitions themselves until later on, typically. So it's the idea of taking our own inherent natural fear from the time we were kids, and we think there may be something, a monster under our beds or a monster in our closet or whatnot, and just building upon that in a natural way. So, so that's why I think a good haunting can work well. And there's so many times where the movies will say, if it's a film, they'll say based on or inspired by a true story, like Amityville or The Conjuring 1 or whatnot.
They'll throw based on it just to like just to get the ratings up a little bit. It's like based on this one thing that happened at one time 47 years ago.
Right. Yeah. There was a guy named John. That's our research shows that
John,
there's a snake named Maine. Yeah.
The movie stars, they're like, the events in this movie are not actually 100% accurate. This is thrown up for fiction and for the. I'm like, well, then why did you in the promotion say?
Like these events were dramatized. Yeah, it's like, why say based on a true story?
Right. Or sometimes they just lie. If y'all seen Fargo, it says this is based on a true story or whatever. It says this really happened. False. It didn't happen. That text at the beginning is just a lie. It's like, okay, so what's the point of y'all even trying anymore? But
you have the ratings. It's like, oh, that really happened to somebody?
No, it did not.
And then they made the Wikipedia page for it themselves. Like, this really did happen.
Right, the user friendly, which I could go in there and change with that right now, Wikipedia page.
No, but to get back to the topic,
the topic.
I think what it is like with ghost stories. That is something that you pretty much are helpless against. Like you can't fight a ghost. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you want to avoid Jaws, you stay away from the ocean. You want to avoid a slasher, don't fuck somebody over 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You don't live in houses. Like you just don't move into a new house ever.
Right.
I guess to avoid a ghost. That's how it usually goes. Somebody moves into a new house. The house is haunted.
Yeah. Right.
That's one thing. Look, I know I have a blueprint of how not to get haunted now. It's like stay out of old houses that are probably built during slavery. Stay away from Indian burial grounds. Stay away from cemeteries. Do not summon demons. Do not play with Ouija boards.
Like 6 and 7.
I had a conversation with my grandmother. My grandmother was like, "Hey, if I came back in the spirit, would you be scared of me, baby?" I was like, "Hell yes."
I'm scared of you now.
You be scared of your grandma, baby? I'm like, Grandma, when you're passed on, God forbid, I will see you when I see you. I don't need to see you before I need to see you. Because if I see you before I need to see you, then I'm probably about to be gone. It means I saw you too soon before I saw you.
Right.
Catch me, you dig? You like, it's like I don't need all that.
No, I'm cool. Plus it's going to break your brain. So here's another rule. Rule number 8. If we're doing a ghost rules, rule number 8: ghost 99 times out of 100 in these films don't know they're ghost. I mean, spoiler alert: Bruce Willis didn't know he was a ghost. Spoiler alert: the others, Nicole Kidman, they didn't know they were ghosts. It's not that they're deliberately trying to F with people. They don't know that they're not alive. Right now, I could be a ghost, and y'all can be afraid of me. I don't know that. So that's the idea. You have to, if you are coming back from the dead, sorry, you may not know it, and it's
So
not
basically every haunted movie is just saying somebody saying, "Hey, get out my house. Why are you in my house? Get out."
That's what happens. Usually that's what it is.
That's actually what happens. Like they put it on the walls, on the mirrors. Get out my house. Like,
this is my place. Yeah,
sure. I
like
put down a mortgage on this.
I have a mortgage. I pay a mortgage every month. Right. So I get it.
But if I see that, like, you win, like, cool. All right.
Like,
I'm renting out the house.
I'm
renting out the house to a white family and going and staying somewhere else across town or across the country.
Right.
Airbnb.
Right. That's right. Yes.
Real estate.
They need to do that. Have a haunted Airbnb, because that means that person will come in and leave every time. Perfect.
They have that. There's a hotel.
We have to clean it up.
There's a hotel in Louisiana that's supposed to be like the site of like either some murders or like supposed to be like extremely haunted. It's like by a bayou, and you can go stay there or do whatever. Now you crazy if you want to do that shit. That's perfectly fine, but I ain't doing it. I know. Yeah.
No.
There's
really so many. Because in Louisiana, but also in Creole country and bayous, those kind of things, there's so many people that do believe in witch practices or with crystals, that kind of stuff. Stuff that invokes supernatural elements. So you're almost begging for it on your knees to have something, come after you.
The big test of you when I'm going into a new house, I'm bringing a baby with me and I'm bringing a dog with me. And that baby and that dog act different. All right, we can't stay here. I'm sorry,
buddy.
We can't be here.
Yeah, it's babies and kids too. Like in The Ring, they had the whole like.
It's like you got a new imaginary friend. You didn't have this friend at the old house. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's go back to the old house.
No.
Well, apparently, the way it works is that when you're an infant, you have 100% of your innocence because you're not really sinning on purpose because you're just doing reflex.
Right on.
But once you get to an age into which you're making conscious decisions, you're sinning now. You don't see your imaginary friends anymore. That's the whole theory behind like an imaginary friend. Is that kids see spirits until you become an adult when you're like you're like sinning and you're not as innocent anymore, so you don't see the spirits.
Oh my god! But you also just posed. I mean, we're getting to rule number 9, rule number 10. Obviously, no kids, no dogs, or have kids and dogs to warn you. But also, if your kid sees an apparition or claims to have an imaginary friend, it could in fact be a ghost.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you got a new imaginary friend and you didn't have it at the old house, let's go to the old house. We staying there again. Like, no, let's go. Let's go.
That is, man, you got to understand that that's possible in our world. If we see a kid playing with their imaginary friend,
and that's the fear.
That's the fear
of horror movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they make us scared of our kids.
Hey, you got to throw the whole kid away at that point. You hunted.
Throw the kid away.
You see Johnny? We go to the
man. Let me have a kid and go home. Okay, go on.
No.
All right, Timmy. I'm sorry. I'll leave your PlayStation here. I'll leave your Xbox here. I'll see you when I see it. I'm out.
I had a nice life. I'm sorry.
No.
Call child services. That's okay. I'll take that hit.
I'll take that hit. You notice that your kids have been staying in this house for 5 years. They haven't grown.
They sure have. That is their house.
We tried to get in there, but they somehow threw us across the room. But so there's for example, one of O's favorite movies, The Exorcist, the first one.
Oh man,
Reagan is definitely, which they also claim was based on a true story, but Reagan was definitely possessed by what's his name? Is it Beelzebub? I feel that's the wrong name.
No, not Beelzebub.
No, Beelzebub is something else. I know it's not that. It's a goofier sounding name. That's the thing. It's like Beelzebub was in the Conjure, I think. I can't remember his name. I'll look it up. But
I got you.
The thing is though is that Reagan's mom, there was no second where she wasn't going to stick around with her daughter. She was like, I don't give a shit. I'm here. This is my child. I don't care what. And it was clear from very early on that was super duper natural. Pazuzu. That's it.
Pazuzu. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a crazy ass name. But that mom, there was no second where it was like, I'm leaving her or I'm going to abandon her. She's like, nope, this is my child. I cannot do that. And I'm not sure if you guys saw the show that came like fairly recently with Gina Davis, where, spoiler alert for that show, Gina Davis was the grown version of Reagan, and that demon came after her daughter, and then Gina Davis was like, "I refuse to leave again." So there are some parents that refuse to abandon their children when they get possessed. So they're usually white, but still they exist.
Well, none of that should happen to me though.
I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
which one? What am I supposed to do? Just sit there and let it kill me, or like?
Well, you can try to get
what's
backup. You can try to get reinforcements, like a priest or someone that knows what to do with it.
I will call them from Chicago.
From Chicago,
priest. There's a home in Buffalo that I think is possessed.
Damn.
You should check that out.
Here's the best part. What if by the time you get to Buffalo, actually you realize, oh, wait a minute, that wasn't possessed. I had left the TV on and they were in the other room. You realize then, oh yeah, they're my kid's fine, and I abandoned him forever. States away.
Nah. It's not gonna be the first sign. Like, I'd have to see multiple signs or a really big sign to like leave my kid. That's not like,
what do you call
you talking to your imaginary friend. I'm not gonna immediately leave right there. I might say like, let's spend some time away from the house and see if you still talk to that imaginary friend. Like that's what I think.
Okay. I would. We can say that. What are your signs, Dev?
Why do I imagine the priests in Chicago pulling up like the Winchesters with holy water bullets? Like, all right, we're here now. We're here to fix the situation.
I want that though. I want an actual badass priest that has a Winchester rifle. I mean, I know supernatural counts, but like actually is like super duper trained in fighting the poltergeist apparitions.
Watch Telemundo. It's like 100 of those.
Fair. There are. That's true. Because I guess the idea is they believe that Catholics are like superheroes. So. Yeah.
I just remember thinking about the episode from King of the Hill when Peggy met exactly that person. He played a priest. Yeah.
That's right. I remember that episode. That's good. Yeah.
And
we do have to address Poltergeist, the movie Poltergeist too, where the idea was in that scenario. I think it was what kept the family there was Carol Ann got kidnapped into the world of things. So it's kind of like leave.
You got caught in the TV. I don't know how to do that.
They do bring in Zelda. What's her name? Zelda, right? Dev, the smaller person. They bring her there to kind of as their expert to get her out of the TV. But she
in a big booty TV too. She ain't even in a flat screen.
No, that's right. It was the old school. It was the Fred Sanford. It was the Fred Sanford bottom TV. Sanford and Son bottom TV.
TV built like Kim K. I ain't saving you. I'm sorry, bro. I can't give you a flat screen, bro. I'm sorry. Now, this is my curved TV, my flat screen. No, then we got to figure that out because I need the TV. But big booty one, I'm like, nah, we can get that.
You just admitted that your TV is more important than your child, though.
The haunted child, yes, it's possessed. That's not my child. That's his child. That's not my child.
That kid wasn't possessed. He just got snatched.
That kid was actually fine. Yeah, Charlie wasn't possessed.
I'll be like, please give him back, please. All right, cool. That's your child now. That's your baby. I can't do nothing about it.
I can see Dev like bargaining, like, listen, man, I feel you, but do you mind if I just have the TV, have access to it on Sundays from 5 to 9? There's a game coming on.
Like your game, like it's playing, bro. I need
it every Thursday for TNT.
You can keep her TV. Just let me see me Thursdays, bro.
I can see this happening, which is sad. What are we doing?
Fuck kids, man. FTK.
FTK
them kids.
What about you, E? Like, your kid starts floating up and yelling at you with a voice deeper than Charlie's. You know what I'm saying? You gonna like you going to try to save that kid?
So it has been established that I do get scared at plenty of things, but I think ultimately I would at least try a few things to get my kid back. I would try.
It's gonna make the ghost mad at me now.
I'm not saying I wouldn't completely leave, but eventually, what I would try to do is getting an expert. I would try doing that. And the thing is, if it's someone I care about or love, I'm not gonna just be like, peace. It's gonna be like, yo, think about this. Like, obviously, if something happened with Felicia, you wouldn't just say, I'm outie, because you do care about it. You'd be like, okay, let me at least try something. You at least try.
I'm calling the priest on the trip to Chicago.
Now, that's a long trip, brother. You might not
that's get plenty of time for the priest to get to the house.
But what if again, if you get all the way back to Chicago and Felicia's like, oh, I'm fine. It was just I had some bad peppers. You're like, okay, well,
cool.
I'm not coming back though. It's like
Can you read some lines of the Bible to me while we're in this church, and then I'll come back. Like then I'll come
hands
back.
Don't burn.
This man always gonna live with the ghost. Like his Felicia floating around like Marceline the Vampire Queen. He's gonna be like, "Hey babe, you want some food? I can cook. You want something to eat?"
No, you will have to prove to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that's something. That's good. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask y'all this then. We're talking about, if living with Felicia, living with a ghost. What if the possession isn't super bad? Like, yeah, they're possessed, but they're still pretty cool.
Super bad.
What I mean is they're actually like
Casper, right?
Like Casper. Well, Casper, I know he's a ghost, but I mean, but the idea was like, what if the possession all it does is make them just like sexier and kind of nicer? They can cook, they can float a little bit. Yeah, they can have powers, but they're not trying to kill you. They ain't trying to be an asshole to you. They're just a little bit different, little amped up. It's like, I mean, it's not the worst case scenario.
No,
I didn't know that. I'm chilling.
Just absolute no.
I've seen ghosts switch. You know what I'm saying? They go from being like I just knocked over a can to now I'm twisting around my head while floating. Like I don't want to hit that. No.
Okay.
What you mean? People switch. Felicia just put you in the emergency room playing grip ball. What you mean?
That's what I mean. Ghosts or people, both can be tricky, but all right, that's fair. But so, Dev,
I'm not gonna multiply it.
I know how Otis stands. You know where I stand. Are you just absolutely? I know you. Obviously, if you're your kid, you're gone. But if there was a gray area where they actually are possessed, sure, but they seem to be someone in control of it, or even better because of it, are you just going to be like Audi 5000, or are you going to at least maybe hang in there?
I'm chilling. If it's my girl, I'm chilling, bro. She ain't doing nothing crazy. I'm like, well, you know how hard it is to be single. I'd rather date a ghost. That sounds fun. I'll date a ghost for a minute. See how it goes. See what happens. This sounds cool.
I mean, let's not knock everything until you try it. Come on, now it's 2021.
She can float and fix shit in the house or whatever. She can levitate food over to her.
Is that like
right? There's some benefits.
Advanced necrophilia? Is that what that is? Like,
if they're dead, yeah. If they're dead, but they have to be dead, and it's not.
Well,
I mean,
I thought the whole thing with necrophilia is like the dead body is the more.
Yeah, it's the dead.
I mean,
body.
They're dead, but it's the sexualizing of the dead body of the corpse.
Right.
That's why it's advanced, because like it's a dead spirit in the live
person.
It's
still my girl. It's still my girlfriend. I'm just like, that's my girl.
Body. So the body is alive, but the spirit's dead. Therefore, it's somewhere you're crossing the line into necro.
Is the spirit even dead? Because my girl's spirit's still in there.
That's true. The spirit, yeah.
Dominant. Yeah,
and that's what makes it weird. Like, you gonna hit that while she possessed? Like,
it's no different than a threesome. And we all know Otis has passed with threesome, so it's no different than that.
I don't. Do you? Why do you know is the question? Why do you know?
Next topic. Next topic.
I was like, whoa. Viewers,
just to clarify, I have not met Ethan in person.
No, to clarify, this is not about being Otis. That's to clarify. To clarify.
You mean pin pal to each other on their stomach with their feet?
No. Clarify.
Pause again, granddad.
No. You were saying the next topic is about Fruit Loops and candy apples. I missed the
yeah, true. We'll get into how Fruit Loops and candy apples get thrown across rooms with poltergeist hauntings. When poltergeists interact with real life stuff and they're throwing stuff around. This is more like, have you guys seen a haunted house with Marlon Wayans?
Oh yeah.
Pretty much something similar, like, "Cuz, where your furniture go, cuz?" All your stuff's on the ceiling now, like stuff like that.
That was hilarious.
That's another thing with me where it's like, ghost is cool. Man. If I can get a cool ghost.
A cool ghost.
Yeah, like
I do think it's possible to get a cool ghost. You mentioned Casper. Casper wasn't cool, but he was chill. He was chill.
I would have never got to know Casper. Like I'm gone. Good.
You never smoked with a ghost before? Let's say you put down a mortgage, like you took out a loan and put down a mortgage on the house. You don't put down a mortgage on this. You just gonna leave the house?
That's your entire life savings, brother. That's your life savings, brother. Life savings.
I'm not gonna put down a mortgage on the house that's haunted. Like,
yeah, but you don't know that it's haunted when you get it necessarily.
You can look it up and it's like, oh, how many people died here? Oh, I'm not.
Well, okay, but yeah. So
I will say, wasn't the Paranormal Activity house? Wasn't that like a newer house though?
It was an apartment. It wasn't even a house. No.
It wasn't even. It wasn't even in the house, wasn't it? Wasn't it just following them? I could have sworn it was just following.
It was a house. I can't remember if it was following them.
It was in the house. I don't know because that movie is just weird because they time travel in that shit too at some point.
Yeah, they think the lore, the retcon stuff, so they may have been following that family. I think you're right. Oh, I can't remember the details.
Well, no, in the family because it was like a cult. Because I remember it
was following the people that were in the cult, like were around the cult. So I think it was after her, wasn't it? Like that's what they said later in the movies anyway, because he came back.
But it's retcon. It's really, really retcon stuff. I don't.
Sixth one when they were like in the Mexican hood or whatever, and the kids got superpowers for a minute, and then they time traveled back into the original house, the first house, and it was like there were cult members in the house or whatever. Like, I'm like, y'all, wow, y'all got superpowers and y'all time traveling, and this is
right.
This is a lot. Marvelverse. I don't know how.
Yeah, it was like a strange level. I can't remember that level of lore.
See, what happened was they saw what's that movie with Michael B. Jordan and they had powers.
Chronicle. Chronicle's great.
It was like, they filmed us in the same style that we did, so now we're crossing over into that movie. That's what it is now.
Then they gave
I wish
stereotypical like Spanish accents, like "What's up, fool? What up, orale, way?" I'm just like, bro, I'm not even Mexican, and I cringe.
Wasn't it a scene where he was supposed to fall and the ghost like caught him and just caught him in mid-air? It was like, what is this?
It was like they were like, "Hey, bro, I can't fall." And he was like falling off of shit, like higher, and he was just like floating after he fell off of shit.
It's so the thing about what made the first Paranormal Activity work was that it built up and it was slow. It was scary, but it didn't show you the ghost a lot. It was a slow build up to it. And at the very end, of course, it's like, oh man, these are very much real and everything else. But if you have them kind of like dancing all around and picking up people in midair, and it looks more goofy than anything else. Malignant.
Like the fact that gotta go to Paranormal Activity for a second. Like she got dragged down the hallway, and you decide to still live there. Like
so that makes no sense. That's
crazy
no.
Hey, this economy, my boy. It be, I don't know. They can't find nowhere else to live.
Yeah,
hotel, motel, Holiday Inn, repossess the house,
car, get in a car, sleep in a goddamn car. Because they literally, you're right. It was like one night it showed her getting dragged out and getting scratched and stuff. Then they're in the bed, that same exact bed. The next night, it's like, come on now, what are you doing? Even at least in the Conjuring, after shit went down, they said we're not staying in our rooms anymore. We're staying in the family room together. So we can watch each other's backs, and they
was together in a bedroom. It didn't matter.
But at least they try to change or try to get safety in numbers. They try to make an adjustment. I mean, fair enough. I'd have left the house too. I would have, but they in the Paranormal Activity, they were in the exact same place. Like nothing happened. It's like no, something happened. Acknowledge what happened, at least.
Right. That's wild. Yeah. If I find a ghost, like it's one thing to like hear something drop or like a glass break, but for you to drag me out my room, not leave, I'm like, sir,
no,
sir. He's like, bring me that dude. Bring me that dude. I'm like, no, sir, but you're a ghost.
Because also at that point, it seems the ghost is hostile too. Like Casper, like I said, he's
seems.
Yes, that ghost is mad hostile. There's no you being there is endangering your safety. It's one thing if a ghost making noises over here and there, or if it's trying to get coffee in the morning. It's another thing if it's actively attacking you. It's like what do you being there is a mistake. Period.
Yeah, we're getting towards the end of the show now. I know this isn't on topic, but real quick. I know I finished it last night. I had a conversation about the show with Otis the other day. Ethan, have you watched the show on Netflix yet?
No, I need to get on that one. I know it's like season 3, right? I think it's 3 seasons. I have not.
Man, the end. Oh, when you get there, I don't know if you got to get the ending to this third season is so wild. Like I don't know how much. I'm pretty sure they could probably drag this out for as long as they wanted to, because the way they go about it, it's kind of sick. I don't know where they're gonna go now. They got my girl Tati. I think Tati Gabrielle is her last name. Bad. Saw her in Sabrina. That's my wifey. I saw her first in the Sabrina series.
Is she the main one? Is she the main?
In that Uncharted movie too.
Yeah,
okay.
Tati.
Yeah.
I don't know if Gabrielle's her last name. It's Tati. I know Tati's her first name for sure. I don't know what her last name is. But yeah, she was great in this season. Ethan, I know you love the show because it's like Baby Dexter in a sense. I need to watch. It's like Dexter, but he's more focused on like his unquenchable thirst for like being loved and his mommy issues.
I see.
And see, it's like he has like a same urge that Dexter has, but like it's dope, dude. It's a dope ass show. I really love the show. It's one of those shows where like I watch the season and fall in love with it, and then forget about it until the next season comes out, and I rediscover my love for the show all over again in that next season.
Right on. I feel you. Yeah, I'll give it a whirl because I'm finishing up.
Pretty good.
I'm finishing up Lock and Key. Lock and Key season 2 dropped, and I'm watching that.
Yeah, I definitely gotta watch that.
Season 2 is actually better than season 1. I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually better than season 1. But the thing about that is it's in vein with this too. I'm not sure how similar it is to you, but it's the idea of it's kind of a haunted house because the keys. Have you heard of Lock and Key, Dev? Have you heard of?
I've never heard of Lock and Key.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's also a comic book, but long story short, there are these keys that each key has a different magical ability or power, and the keys in and of themselves can seem benign or safe, but they can also very easily be wielded in a dangerous way. The second season really shows how dangerous these things are. So it's a cool idea that the keys, because the keys can almost primarily be used at this house, how they make the house haunted or magical because of these keys. So it's a weird blend of horror and fantasy in that sense. The comic book is a little more graphic and a little more violent, but the show it has horror angles, but it's still pretty good.
Right. I'm gonna check it out. That sounds dope. I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. Before we go, do you guys have anything for your segments?
Oh yeah.
Always. I didn't write.
You should have known this segment was coming for a long time, especially now that we
go to him first. So I got it right
on it. Oh yeah.
All right. Well, here we go with the "Is It Really That Good" segment.
It was really good.
What you got for us?
So,
oh, messed it up. My bad. Wrong one. There we go.
There it goes. So, this is a conversation that me and Charlie have had a couple of times, and he recently kind of reaffirmed my point. But this week on What's Really Good, I got to talk about this movie, Insidious. This is another one of the love children of James Wan. He made Saw, he made Insidious, he made Conjuring. Just a bunch of series that he put out and like started and then walked away from. This is one of the more experimental ones in that because it's kind of weird saying that because when you think of Saw and Conjuring, but yeah, one of the more experimental ones with Insidious. He kind of wanted to get more of the tones. I don't know what the fuck he was doing with this movie. It isn't even remotely scary. Like seeing this big dude in red crawling on walls, like it doesn't invoke fear. Like the music, the tempo, the pacing of this movie is so slow that when I went to see this in theaters for the first time at 3 p.m., I fell asleep on it. It's boring. It's not that good. I know it's highly coveted because it's during James Wan's hot streak of horror movies, and the acting in the movie was actually pretty solid. Like I'm not gonna knock that. Like it's not like it's a badly shot movie, but there is no fear invocation in it. At least not for me. It's slow.
So, okay. I kind of wanted to sit there and not talk about it, but so for everyone that doesn't know, I first saw this movie when I was 13 or 14 at a summer camp, and this is like my first like group experience watching the movie together. We all watched it in the room together. We were scared or whatever, And when I was 14, it was a lot scarier than what it was to me now. I recently watched it with another group of people, again from my coworkers. We watched it in my living room at the dorm, and I was like, "Damn, this movie is kind of bad." Because all it really is for me that makes it bad is the pacing. 2, the plot is cohesive, but it's not cohesive at the same time because they're kind of like diving into multiple plot lines, but they're like intertwining them because the kid like this. It's a lot. It's a lot. And James Wan just kind of
first it's the kid, but then it's the dad. Like who are you trying to possess and why? Just stick with one possession. Do a sequel like you always do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What I will say, what he did do really well with this, James Wan does an excellent job at producing atmosphere in all his movies. I think that was really what got me in the first movie was the music in this movie was eerie. Like the Tiny Tim tiptoe through the window thing, which in itself, I'm gonna show you guys a video of like Tiny Tim performing that song live. He looks like a serial killer. That dude looks like a murderer. Like it's the creepiest shit ever. And this is like him performing a song live on like a morning show, whatever. But the music they chose, the songs they chose, it created an atmosphere of it being eerie and scary, but it didn't execute it well when they created the atmosphere. Because a lot of the jump scares are kind of like, eh. There's like one good one that everybody knows about with the red face being behind.
Right. Yeah.
Being
It's
behind.
slightly. Yeah, because I've never seen it before, but yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like probably the best jump scare in there.
The demon looked like he was performing ballet. Like he looked like he was like, what was he supposed to be? What is that?
Yeah.
And he looked good when you didn't see a lot of them. Like when you saw him in parts or like drawings of them or like the shadow outline of him, he looked dope. But when they like go into the further and you see him with like a big red dude with Freddy Krueger claws and goat legs, and he's like with this, I'm just like, it just didn't do it for me. I'm like, wow, that looked really stupid back in the day. But it was intimidating when I saw it the first time.
I think it's we talked before about with the whole Bruce effect. We'll call it the Bruce effect, where if you show the monster too much, it loses it's no longer as scary or intimidating.
Right.
You know?
Call Kylo Ren.
Was he ever intimidating?
That's a conversation for another day.
That's a whole other show. That's a whole other show.
That's for May when we go into May stuff. Because I will.
Yeah, May the Force be with you. Yeah, right on.
That's what I'm going. The thing every May.
That's what I'm getting.
Star Wars it out.
I'm getting in my Star Wars bag that whole month. Every bit of lore. We'll hold that off.
We'll hold that off. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
But the only demon or spirit in that movie that I feel like was consistently scary, at least in intimidation wise in the way it looked, was the Black Bride. Just because he looked creepy. Parker Crane looked really creepy. And his story actually kind of made sense. It was kind of tragic, but also it was scary. I kind of want a solo movie with him about him. In all honesty, that'd be cool. Like a solo.
I wonder if that would work. I wonder because we're talking about the Nun, right? How the Nun made her first appearance and cameos in Conjuring 2. They gave her own movie. It's like, what the hell? So, and she was scary in the Conjuring 2. I wonder if they gave this dude his own solo, because I haven't seen Insidious, but I wonder if they gave this dude his own solo movie or whatnot, if he'd be scary still. Or
not even as a ghost though. This is a serial killer. Because
he's a serial killer.
Because he was a serial killer before he was a ghost.
Okay,
that's why.
So you want a prequel? A prequel?
Yeah, I want a prequel. Show me because his whole story was like his mother was expecting a daughter and wanted him to be a daughter really bad, but because he was a son, he came out as a boy, and then she already hated the boy's father, so she renamed him because his name was Parker Crane, but she gave him a name. I forgot what the name she gave him, but she gave him a girl name. She made him wear girl clothes. I think she castrated
she basically she sleepaway. Have you all seen Sleepaway Camp? Y'all know
Sleepaway Camp. She sleepaway camp.
Camp.
Pretty much. And then he grew up and he put on the makeup of a black veil and a black dress and would go around murdering people.
Right on. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, now I'm curious.
I just want to point out that in this episode, Charlie has referenced Black Brad, one serial killer, you, another serial killer, and Dexter. You know, so like that's those three things that he really was into. I just wanted to put that out there.
How's
kids, how's your wife?
Hey, I may kill individuals, but he is a Chirac savage. He just got rid of his dreads. We're not acting like
never had dreads in my life.
You probably should have said I may kill individuals. You probably shouldn't preface anything with saying I may kill individuals. Just we can cut that part out of the live feed.
We can cut it out. We got one person watching. They'll see it.
Maybe more other.
There's only one person that saw it. We'll take care of it. It's fine.
Excluding all the people that watch us later. Okay.
Right, and other things we can't see the live reaction on. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on because before Charlie gets arrested. So go ahead and hit the thing.
Yeah, I got you.
I love also. We're talking about Dev getting arrested because of him being a killer, and then we hear the Law and Order chime go off. No. We gotta get a clip of a cop saying yes. All right, so this week, for those who don't know, Either Or is a little fun hypothetical game that we play on the show where I pose two scenarios to my co-host or our guests, and they have to give me their answer, and they have to show their work as to why they chose that answer. This week's Either Or is, of course, pertaining to poltergeist and ghost. Either you stay in a haunted house for a week and get a fortune. Now, the fortune is pretty much I'm leaving it open ended because it's whatever you believe to be a fortune, enough money to hold you and your missus and whatever else for as long as you like, or allow a ghost to possess you and become a super athlete. Now, when I say possess you, you are still going to be conscious enough that you're aware, like there's a being inside me, but I'm able to dunk greater and harder than LeBron, shoot better and longer than Steph, whatever.
You're possessed by Kobe.
Oh my God! I'm pulling up to LA in Staples in the practice. Hey, come here. Cook you, AD.
Let's say here's the thing. Yeah, now, that's almost sacrilegious living in LA for anybody to say that. But if Kobe, would you allow Kobe to possess you?
Yeah, you kind of got to. It's Kobe.
I mean, my body would kind of be fucked by
that's saying 30, specifically him. But okay, so let's say then, if you know the ghost that wants to possess you, you're cool with being possessed by that ghost.
Mm-hmm. It's just anime. That's like a million different anime. That's Black Clover right there. Like, hey,
that's Black Clover?
Naruto, hey. Black Clover, Shaman King, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, but some of these are a little more not exactly as that. But let's say that this wasn't a ghost that you knew, you didn't know, which all you knew was that if this ghost possessed you, you would have super athletic abilities.
Right.
That's all you knew.
I'm not like I'm not staying in a haunted house for a week. If I know it's haunted, no. There is no scenario. There is no amount of money that you can give me to make me do that. Okay. So like, it's only the other option. Like,
okay.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, like I get the dunk, I get the run like 50 miles an hour, and all I gotta do is like, hey, like let the ghost just kind of hang around. I still have to do what I want to do. I'm like, yeah, bro, you can chill.
Y'all are assuming, but that's the thing. You're assuming you're assuming the ghost will let you chill, be cool with you, and everything else. That ghost may say, "Aha, I got you. I'm then in the driver's seat. You're gonna be in the back, way over there, get out style. Everything I do is on me now. You can just watch from the cheap seats as I do me." So
damn, that messed up. I'm still not in the haunted house though. At least I know I'll be alive. Okay. I'll be alive in the ghost.
Hey, I'm not here to judge your choices or mistakes. I'm just here to say, clarify the conditions. Okay. All right.
I know where I stand with the ghost in my body. And with the haunted house, I don't know what's going on.
Fair.
I'm just like, you're gonna stab me, you're gonna kill me.
You're not wrong.
We might eventually work something out with this the athlete ghost. Like it's a haunted house. Like, he might be mad at already. I'm already in his spot. I gotta stay there for a week. You telling me to stay in his spot for? Doesn't every horror movie take place over the course of a week ever?
A lot of times. I mean, if they survive that long, I mean, they may die first. Yeah. But.
Hey, caveat though. What if the ghost is a racist ghost? You got like an old white Confederate leader in you.
That's gonna happen.
Isn't that the plotline for what's that show on Amazon Prime? What's the name of that show? I forgot. But yeah, it was a racist ghost, and black people living in the house of a racist ghost. It's
called it's called Us.
Us. Yeah. I never watched. I meant to watch it a long time. We talked about it.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm only a few episodes in.
No, this racist ghost in your body, so you just walk around like an Uncle Ruckus from that point on.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But because the thing is, all we're saying, here's the thing: we're saying become a super athlete. I didn't say basketball. Athlete. You could be really good at golf. That's a sport.
I'm trying to hoop though.
Whatever sport that, as long as I can make a lot of money in it, that's cool. Tennis, whatever.
Yeah. I'll be rich. I'll be girl. I just know the most about basketball, so that's probably be the one I'll be more. Just because like with a lot of sports, you can be like, there have been plenty of super athletes in basketball that just don't turn out well. Granted, they're not athletic to the point where they're jumping like 3 feet in the air, but still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I mean, put this, Derrick Jones Jr. is one of the best athletes in the NBA. He's not going to be LeBron.
No, he'll never be LeBron. But and the thing is, I guess that's the thing too. Even though you're a super athlete, doesn't mean that you had to be the best in the world. But you are officially going to, you will qualify as a super athlete, and it may be that you can apply your talents to multiple sports or whatever you're going to do. So it's perfectly.
Let's go wrestle again. I'm just gonna wrestle again. Like that. Let's throw dudes in their necks and be done in a match in like 45 seconds. You're paying.
Wait, WWE wrestling or like Olympic wrestling?
Olympic wrestling. I just pin you in 5 seconds.
Real, actually, it could be real. Unscripted wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. If I got super strength,
you might be making less money.
I'm making max money, but I'm winning. I'm getting my check in like 45 seconds.
Yeah,
maybe less than that. Less than that. As soon as that,
I bet
no.
you. I bet you a majority of people, if you just ask them in general, like, hey, would you be willing to have an apparition possess you to become A, B, or C? They're like, yes. Become a superstar athlete? Yes. Become a rich singer? Yes. Become a super actor, famous in Hollywood? Yes. It's like, that's how most people actually would be. I bet you they would.
All right. Well, guys, we're getting close to, it's about that time. Real quick, we're going to do our church announcements before we take off. Obviously, you can find my brother Ethan Murphy at Echelon G Novels, anything and everything. Instagram. I don't know if you're on Twitter yet.
It's not my real hat. It's not my real hat. I'm telling y'all.
He is in his closet right now. Yeah, Lelouch, want to tell them where you can find you at on any platforms?
You can find me on Bart Approved Entertainment, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
Pretty much the same for me. It's pretty much the same for me. You find me.
Wait, there's a then and now. Don't we have a then and now Instagram and then and now like?
We don't have a then and now Instagram. We don't.
We
get that.
We're on TikTok. Yeah, I just put all the Instagram stuff on the big Instagram stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean, when we get big enough following, I'll create another one. But it's just a lot to manage. Upcoming projects. Obviously, we still have the History of Halloween thing we're working on. We keep talking about it. We're working on it. It'll probably be out by next month. To be honest with you. That will be coming at some point.
It's coming. It's coming.
Halloween for Thanksgiving. There you go.
Yeah. History of Halloween this Thanksgiving, or History of Halloween 2022. Yeah.
Last thing
we're called the night before Christmas. There you go.
Independent comic. Me and one of my best friends from middle school working on getting done. That should be done by I think by late December. So that'd be a project coming to you guys about Christmas time or early January, the new year. So be on the lookout for that. We'll get that out to everybody. That's
point out that
we do have a Smash Brothers tournament coming up. I'll put out the official announcement tomorrow.
And let them know which one it is, which Smash Brothers game it is.
Oh, Smash Brothers Ultimate, the one that just got Sora in it.
And just real, sure. Yeah, not for Sora, but yeah, because I want to see this go down.
It's gonna be a lot of Soras. It's gonna be a lot of Soras.
You think so? I mean, Sora's not like that. Sora isn't OP. He's like okay.
In that with game, the big he kind of is.
In that game,
in Smash.
Yeah, but I don't. It's Sora. Yeah. Man. It's Sora. It's a goofy ass kid. I think.
I mean, the main character is Mario.
Yeah, he's Mario. He's great. I love Mario. You like Mario?
But do you picture Mario like fighting other people?
He does.
Like Sephiroth is in that game. You picture Mario fighting Sephiroth.
We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. 45 minutes later. Last announcement before we take off. I think we're going to start a live stream. We're going to start a Resident Evil live stream. Me and
going Resident
through
Evil
that series.
2 remake. Resident Evil 2 with Mr. X. Mr. X. God
this will be my first Resident Evil series. Give it to you. This will be my first Resident Evil playthrough of any Resident Evil game.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited. God damn. Yeah. Okay.
Start for Resident Evil, then we'll maybe step him up to Back 4 Blood.
Yeah. We gotta ease him into horror stuff. Charlie's very young. He's very young.
Back 4 Blood is tough, man.
Yeah, last night that was
those armored tall boys, man. Armored tall boys. What do you need that for?
In all fairness, what's it called? The one that's playing the doctor, the chick with the glasses. She kind of carried us. She was yeah. But I'm sorry, as you were saying,
tangents.
Anyway, I was like, all right, that's been the Now podcast. We'll see you guys pretty soon for the live stream. Yeah. See you guys next time, next week, whenever we drop another video.
Resident Evil 2.